Hello chums, welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. It is just gone 6 o'clock. It is Friday! Yeah! Woo, 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 woo. And the rain's just started pouring on down out there. Just as I get a full weekend off for the first time in ages. Come on, fire it back at me. Oh, you're always off for the weekends, you know what it is. Just as I get a full weekend off, it's absolutely tipping it down out there, but hopefully the weather will get better. Why was Play Your Crafts Right my favourite show this morning? Because, well, no, because when I did used to do Saturdays, here's one back at you, Nicola, before we even start. I'm actually in a week on Saturday, So, I don't know if you are in that weekend, but I look forward to it. Anyway, we're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk about the fact that it is Friday. It's the final show of what has been a fantastic week. Obviously, more still to come tomorrow and Sunday, but it's a masterclass. We are going to be bringing you lots when it comes to cardstock and paper. Shop the show, loads of great acetate on the show and vellum, and we are going to be delving into kind of things when it comes to scoring. It's a scoring masterclass, but actually within the masterclass itself, we have got a mini craft vault, which we're going to be bringing you some amazing deals on, loads of fantastic deals, loads of buy one, get one frees, and we've got the small matter of a showstopper, which I'll come round to in just a few seconds. Now, Christmas brings to you double points on everything, which we've done all week long. So that continues today across the shows, across all the deals on the website as well. We are also bringing you a free gift with every order over £50 or $75, which is the teeny weeny tree for 2023. I believe, from chatting to Leanne, we'll be doing these every Christmas now. So you can look forward to collecting these in Christmases to come. You can buy this if you just want to go for this one. If you're all spent out and you haven't yet spent 50 or 75, that is available to buy on the website. So you've got that. And then also, in all of the shows, we're giving you the opportunity to get into a draw to win £250 or dollars to spend with us here at Crafters Companion. All you need to do is comment. We have had so many comments across this week, but particularly today, been very busy on the comments front. So keep the comments coming through. Any questions, anything you want to share with us. If you never usually comment today. Even if you just go, hello, first time commenter. Someone might go, long time viewer, first time commenter. That would be brilliant. You're in the draw. But listen, get in touch. Let's make it nice and interactive and have a fun Friday. We are going to be starting off with our amazing launch today, the half creator card dies. Before we get into the showstopper and take you all around the bundle, let us say hello to the lady who has been here today, providing the inspiration, providing the perspiration over that side of the studio as well, because it's warm, but also bringing the laughs. We've had such a great day of education, enthusiasm, laughter. They've been no, there haven't been tears, have there? We just had a great day. It's the Barnsley bombshell. It's the one and only Debby Robinson.
Thank you very much, my darling. I truly appreciate every lovely kind word. Thank you for all the lovely comments as well, because there's been some really lovely comments today.
Everyone's missed you.
Oh, thank you. Do you know, I know I'd be here all the time if I could, but I can't. I've got to share.
I'd have you here all the time as well.
I know you would.
Yeah.
I know you would. That we have got do you know, we actually should call this show a little bit like these dies are today, a little bit of a hybrid. So it's a bit of a masterclass, a bit of a craft vault, a little bit of launch day thrown in, because there was a demonstration I didn't get done in that launch show. Yeah. So Nicola has very kindly said that I can kickstart with that, because you've been loving these all day, absolutely loving them. And they are that brilliant concept of creator cards with a little bit of an edgeable factor thrown in there as well. So I am really looking forward to it. Lots of gorgeous new cardstock and the acetate that Sarah kicked off the Christmas event with Sunday. So like how many days has passed since then? So we've got some lovely things on there, those pull bows as well. And then I've got, I'm not kidding, I've got a ton of things underneath here to get shared with you as well. So we're going to try and keep it nice and fun again, nice and educational, throw in some crafty inspiration and some great deals for you too as well. So yeah, can't wait to get started.
I'll tell you what, let me take you through the deals and then we will have a look at some finished cards with Debbie. Few hellos, we've got Rachel on the socials once again for the final time today. I mean, not the final time as in like final time ever, but I mean the final time because obviously it's the last show of the day. Mary Ann Rose says, hey folks, hey. Roxanne Hedrington says, I'm loving the papers. Well, really, I'm loving it all. That's Roxelle from Cornell, Wisconsin. Ord says, good evening, CC Social, Ben and Debbie. What kind of underwear will we be talking about in this show? This is an underwear-free zone. I mean, we're wearing underwear, but I mean, as far as... That was a bit weird, wasn't it?
You did start that one then, you walked right into that one.
We're not going to talk underwear, we're done with underwear. That's so launch day. We were talking, was that wake-up call? Oh, gosh, it's such a long day.
Yes, when I got me Engelbert, wait a minute, Mr. Humperdinck, I got him and Mr. Jones mixed up. And
yes.
that's what kick-started that, because I said, please release me, thinking it was Tom Jones. Turns out it's Engelbert Humperdinck, then started into the flinging of knickers and bras at Mr. Jones and everybody else who you go to see. So that's where it all came from. If you don't know, you can always go back and watch the wake-up call and enjoy that show if you want to.
And also, make sure you tune into the very latest wrap-up, which will be appearing over the weekend. It will feature that clip. Debbie always makes the wrap-up for all great reasons.
I don't know how, though.
Because you're awesome, that's how. You're me fave. Don't tell the others. Donna from San Antonio says, it's hot here. It's 108, heat index 111.
Wow.
Sarah Brown, hey, again, yep, it's now 3 a.m. in Melbourne, Australia. We appreciate you being here. Can't sleep, so I'm coming back to the fun and laughter with Debbie and Ben. I may fall asleep, so apologies for that. I have you in the background. That's all right, if you fall asleep, we'll let you off. Claracey's in from South Carolina. Brenda K. Tatchell is back. Cindy Thompson says, it's glad it's Friday, watching whilst working. Yesterday was a 15-hour work day. Nobody wants that, do they? Leslie Tull says, hello from a sunny Philadelphia. Hectic work week this past week. Happy to have a live show playing in the background whilst working. Linda Bledsoe says, hello. I had to get the Showstopper and bonus buy. Nice one. I wasn't planning on it, but it was just so good. Diane Cadman has purchased 3 of these. Yes, I've bought the poinsettia, the snowflake and the baubles. And Janet says, haven't seen Craig lately. Hope he is well. He is well.
He is?
He is in tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes. Guess why? I know that, because I am. But I'm not stood over here.
Is it you and Craig tomorrow?
It's me and Craig tomorrow, and he's been teasing most of the week. Bless his little heart. He is busy prepping today. If you follow his socials, you'll also see he's been on a little bit of a social trip to the range.
Yeah.
Other available stores in the UK, buying his little goodies. But yeah, he's going to be this side of the desk, and I'm going to be over that side of the desk. I'm not coming for your job, I promise you, Ben, I'm not coming for your job. But I'm going to be the other half to what you are today. So you're Mr. Moseby, I'm Mrs. Moseby tomorrow.
Mrs.
Laura,
Moseby?
Just for tomorrow.
Taking my name for tomorrow?
Yeah.
Please can we have Debbie Moseby on the strap tomorrow, please? See if we can do that. Yeah, don't be too good, yeah? I need to come back in on Monday. We love the wrap-up, says Lynn Blackledge. Thank you. And loving the new half dies, says Peggy Whiskersill. The new half dies are incredible. Half creator card dies. We have a Showstopper collection for you here, which has been so busy today. I'll take you through all this, so we'll get some inspiration with Debbie and we will get into it. Craig is watching, by the way. He's just commented saying, I can't wait. Craig, you're my absolute favourite as well.
Now, let's get it right. He's your favourite bestie.
Favourite bestie.
In the mail.
Yes.
And I'm your favourite.
Wifey.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Debbie, if you're watching, you're my favourite fish. Anyone else watching?
Cover your bases, quick.
What's that? Oh, you guys in the gallery are my faves.
Oh, of course.
As well. I'm talking about people I interact with in the studio, obviously. Anyway, let's move on from that. Let's talk about the Showstopper. Going to get myself in trouble here. Now, £96 or 107.
Oh.
Wait, the what there?
Oh.
What? This is now limited stock. There's green on the screen, which means...
It soon won't be seen!
Do you know what? I kind of had a slight little inkling this might be the case because I know we were 80% as we ended the last show, so you've been shopping in between times. Let's be honest, this is an incredible deal, but if you are going to get this, you need to be in now because limited stock means we have less than 10% of the stock remaining. You get all of the brand new dies. I'll quickly whiz through these and show you, and then we can see them sort of in situ in projects. But as Debbie was describing, they are these amazing half creator cards because you've got half which will cut into your project, half which is going to give you you that sort of edgeable effect. So like we said, almost like edgeable creator cards, die grids if you like, but they're so fantastic, aren't they? And as we've seen with you, Debbie, I mean, you've made cards, you've made boxes, we've seen some paper piecing, some colouring, you know, make shakers with these. They're so super versatile.
Absolutely. They really are. Look at, do you know what I can't get over? The size.
Yeah, they're big.
These are big creator card dies. Look at that.
And again, the detail. I know I always stop on the snowflake one, but this one again, how on earth do we engineer all of that detail into a piece of metal? It is incredible. We can do it. And you guys just have the joy of then running these through your machines and creating these beautiful concepts. And as I keep kind of banging on about, you know, being a bit of a, you know, someone who crafts sort of infrequently, who likes to have a bit of a go, you know, I'm with you newbies on this. If you're looking at this and thinking, oh, well, I'm fairly new to it all, or I just want to get started, this looks really difficult. The thing is, it isn't. It looks difficult to do, but this is your best friend here. This is your best friend, because the clue is in the name, isn't it? Create a card, and that's exactly what it does for you. In its simplest form, you have got the ability to pop this through, create a card with this much detail, you know, add a bit of colour, add a little embellishment, add a sentiment, you've got a beautiful card. Obviously, you can go down other avenues with these and explore different kind of you know, creative ways to use them, but in their simplest form, you can create a card very, very quickly. Now, you're going to get all of the dies in the Showstopper. As well as that, within the Showstopper, we bring you blending tool. That is the square blending tool. It's a rectangle. Then you're going to get not one, but 2 of our tape pens included. Plus, we give you a selection of our water reactive ink pads too. So you are going to get your Fire Brown. You're going to get the beautiful Winter Rose. And as I said to you, that one's caught me out a couple of times today, but was launched kind of like separate to the main colours that you get within our water reactive range. You've then got your parakeet, you have got your straw bale, you have got the smoked emerald, also the green topaz and the damson wine. Now, all of that included in the Showstopper. If you were to go for those individually, you'd be paying an extra £60 or $78. Ha! You're not though, you're getting it in the Showstopper, you're paying an extra £20 or $30. You can be one of the final few to jump in and grab this collection. And that's not the only thing here. Obviously the Showstopper deal is amazing, but then if you get the Showstopper, you then get your ticket punch to get the bonus buy. What's the bonus buy, I hear you cry? Yeah, it's the water reactive ink pad selection. This is a great price, right? £32 or $40, but that's not even the half of it. No, because you're going to get it half price when you buy the Showstopper. So you will now get 10 ink pads for £16 or $20 if you're a Platinum member. Incredible. And we have stock is dwindling here. We have just over 50 of these now remaining of the Showstoppers. That means only just over 50 chances left to get the half price deal on these. You can still get them individually, but you're missing out on the good deal. You missed out on the half price deal, but listen, in the bundle, you're going to get the fuchsia. You are going to get the smoke plume. You're going to get the jet black. Just because George asked and because Craigle Bagel is watching, just go back to the fuchsia.
No.
You're going to get the pine tree. One of Debbie's favourites, because you seem to ooh when I show this one, the midnight.
I do. I love the midnight. It's one of my favourite ones. That blue is just stunning. It really is midnight in an ink pad form. That lovely dark blue. Ooh. Gorgeous. Use it ever so lot.
Twilight. Oh, hello. Twilight grey. Bordeaux. Yun. We've had some fun today with these, haven't we? Sandstorm.
I love that tune. It's one of my favourite tunes. I love it.
I'll stop now. I'm going to muck about too much. It's Friday. I'm giddy. We're having fun. Spa Blue. And then also the anthracite as well. So 10 fantastic colours, 10 colours that I think obviously going to work beautifully with your Showstopper, and 10 that you can get for £16 or $20 when you go for the Showstopper. But do that quickly because we have, as I say, just over 50 of those remaining in the Showstopper. And once they're gone, the half price deal on this goes as well. Right, let us go over to Debbie and have a look at some cards and projects. And I'll fire some comments and questions once we get into it. But these are incredible. And the projects you've got there, Debbie, I mean, you've made some stunners today. today, but even more to show right now as well.
I did. I thought I'd recap what I have done today, and then I'm going to do my final one, the one that I'd got planned for you guys. And I will, if we get a chance, show that black and white concept as well, because that is a stunning way to show you how versatile these dies are. They're absolutely incredible. But yeah, you create that R feature. So what this basically means is that this die will cut into your cardstock, but cut out to create the R, and at the halfway mark of each and every single die to create these lovely little stunners. And there's so much you can do with them, from your fold back cards, which is where we started the day with, to your straightforward, I say straightforward, gift boxes. You absolutely love that gift box from earlier on. Because you can flip reverse it, because it is a die that you can flip reverse. Can't help it, they're doing it again. Every time Missy Elliott in me flip reverse it.
What they do?
They're doing the flip reverse it song here with Missy Elliott.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry,
you remember, Ben? You remember?
Yeah.
They taught you that one. But you can flip reverse the die to literally take it onto the other end of your cardstock, so you can create these lovely stunners. These are like mantelpiece. Wait a minute.
Mantelpiece, please.
Mantelpiece, please.
That's the one you did earlier, isn't it?
That's the one I did earlier.
How did that
yes.
not win demo of the show?
I don't know. I don't know. People like what they like. Classy and elegant, black and gold, always a winner. You can do your diorama cards as well, so you can create, and paper piece. The paper piece and that. The only difference that I did there was I added a little bit of, do you know the glitter glue? I just jazzed it up a little bit. Add your little glitter glue and onto the bell to give it that lovely tone and dimension. So lots of lovely things you can do with them, but let's not forget, this is how they were created, that half factor where it's created on the edge of your card, almost like I said, an edgeable, but it's not an edgeable, this is a creator card. So many different ways that you're going to be able to use it. And I'm so pleased. I can't tell you how pleased I am. I cannot tell you how pleased I am. I'm glad there's green on the screen because I genuinely mean it. I know that you guys are loving these just as much as we do. They're fantastic. And like I said, you know, if there's only one bit of money that you've got for your Christmas makes this year, these dies will fit that bill of all of your cards, and those black and white concepts I'll show you in a second. You will absolutely tick everything in your Christmas makes from all different folds. And if you make to sell, oh my God, just think of all the different things that you're going to be able to have on your craft table, showing everybody. And one pass of the machine, one pass of your Gemini machine, talking of Gemini, back in stock.
Yeah, it
Gemini,
is.
one pass of your machine, you're going to create all that gorgeous detail. It's just down to you on what you're going to design, the kind of thing that you're going to design. And believe you me, we've got some fabulous design team members. Go and check out the I'm a Crafter's Companion page, the Club Inspire community, all those pages. Go and check them all out, because there's some amazing work on there from our fabulous design team.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Just to say, so the Winter Rose that we've got in the bundle, did you remember which, where that was launched with? The Winter Rose water reactive ink pad? It's not one of the regular... No. So it was from a Christmas range. We did some Christmas colours. Yeah,
so there was like there was an holly leaf, there was a winter rose. Craig will be able to remember off the top of his head, but I'm talking probably about 4 years ago, maybe a little bit.
Okay, so
maybe around that mark.
Yeah.
But yes.
To answer the question, it was from a collection.
It was, yes, it was. Not a collection as in like a Sora Signature collection. A collection as in Christmas, as in it was from Christmas colours were released.
Yes.
Just so you're aware.
Oh, yeah. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I see. We have got 51 showstoppers remaining. So if you want to be one of the final few to pick these up, you can be, but you're going to have to be quick. £96, $117.60. And keep the lovely comments coming through. Gilmore, yeah, the Showstopper is limited. Is it just a Showstopper? Yes, the Showstopper is limited. So the Showstopper is going to sell out. I'll be surprised if it lasts the show. If it does, it's going to sell out by the end of the day. Let's just be honest. But you will then still be able to get the bundle of the dies on their own and the individuals. Just you won't be able to get the Showstopper with all the added extras, and you won't be able to get the bonus buy. Although you will still be able to get the bonus buy, but not at the price. You won't be able to get the half price deal on it. So that's what it is, basically. Right, I think we're good to go.
Yes.
Shall we have our first demo?
Absolutely. I'm going to use the Under the Tree, the Christmas tree. I love this one.
So glad you've done that, because Hadassah was asking to see it. I think it was Hadassah. No, Susan. So,
yes.
Yes, you've...
Because I think that's the only one I haven't done today. I think I've done every one. I think I've done every design bar this one.
Yeah.
And I have shown you how to do that concept when you can go back and watch those shows. This is just my take on them. We've got our Michelle coming in on Sunday. She'll give you her take on them. There's lots of lovely ways you're going to be able to use them. But I'm going to start with a piece of multi-purpose cardstock. Now, it measures in at 6 by 6. What I'm going to do with it though is I'm going to bring in, because I want to show you how you can create this half cup but also create your border, which I didn't show you earlier. So I'm going to show you how these dies work. So first things first, this die has got your 2 little notches. I'm going to call them the notches this time, a bit similar to what you would find on an edgeable die.
Yeah.
So it means that you've got an outside cutting edge that runs from the very top and cuts out all of this design as well as all this intricacy in the middle as well, and then stops at the very bottom. And now this half, so on the right hand side of your die, doesn't have the outside cutting edge. It has the detail to cut in all that fabulous beautiful design from that Christmas tree, but it doesn't have the cut out factor, so it's not going to remove it from the cardstock. So this is the bit that stays cut in, that's the bit that stays cut out. So when you flip reverse it, because obviously face it down onto your cardstock, it creates the cutout on this side of your cardstock, okay? Now, I am going to place that on there. Now, I have purposely chosen this to fit this particular die. These are big dies. We're talking 5 by 7, and depending on the size and the design, they're all different in terms of a width. This one's 4.7 by 5 by 7. Get those measurements right. I've brought in some of that, I've been using it a lot recently, the lovely Santa's Kitchen paper pad, trying to get rid of all of my older Christmas cardstocks, and I thought, you know what, it's Christmas, I'm absolutely going to do that. Now, I'm just going to show you how I'm going to place, because I'm going to cut away this edge, but on this side, I'm going to, and I want to just show you how I want to create the perfect fit around this side of the cardstock, because this is going to slip back in. So get yourself a pencil before you do any die cutting, and just trace around it.
Okay.
And I now know that when I'm coming to pop, and I'll show you in a second what I mean by that when I've done the die cutting, if I just draw around that, and again, I'm not going to stick it down at this point because I'm going to do some colouring as well, so this is why I'm just drawing around it, up to the very top, and then the same for the bottom part. Just take my pencil all the way around, and what I've got now is somewhat, I can then take my fussy cut scissors, cut that out, and it'll leave me with a piece which at the moment you're probably thinking, what on earth? However, it's worth doing it because you're going to see it in a second when I just push that to one side. I'm going to place my die back in. And before I actually I'm just going to measure it up so I've got it now. Yeah, there we go. And then I'm going to now stick some tape down to hold it into place and run it through the die cutting machine. That was just one way of being able to create a little bit of a border piece of cardstock to match around there. So I'm going to hold that into place. I'm going to use, actually I can use, help. I hope I nearly said it again.
What, drop your drawers?
Yes, I nearly said it. Drop.
Yeah.
The platform.
Storage platform.
The storage platform.
Yes.
Drop the storage
Not your drawers
platform.
or your wings. Just to say thank you to Craig and also Rachel. They were, so there's Christmas, the Winter Rose was in a set of 6 Christmas limited editions.
Thank you.
About 4 years ago, we reckon. Then they were Winter Rose, Silent Night, Frozen Lake, Holly Leaf, Plum Pudding and Red Berry.
That's it. I can hear him.
Red Berry.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember them being a Christmas set of ink pads. So it's nice to see it in this one. It is. It's lovely to see it in there.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to run that through. Normal thin metal die, so you don't need any. You don't need to add your metal shim. You don't need to put your rubber embossing mat. There's no embossing detail on these dies. So it just literally means you can run it through your machine, one pass of your machine, and you create that lovely cut-out feature. And the reason I chose this particular size as well of card is just means that I haven't got much to cut away. However, I'm just going to lift off the tape. Let me grab my pokey tool. Let's just lift that. And I'm not worrying about me tape being stuck down on this end because this end's just going to disappear. We're not using it. We're just using the half feature of this now. So if I take that off and take that away, and if you are leaving it, you know, if it's going to be thicker and bigger like I've done with the others, you just need to make sure you place it. Use these as a pointer. Alignment. Yeah. That's the word I'm looking for. God, that was a big word. Alignment, get me, get me. Absolutely. And then you've got this lovely detail, and I'm just going to try and flick out. Have we got a dye cleaning brush in it? Yes, we have.
Yeah, but I've got a feeling, when I was watching yesterday, they were saying that it needs the head replacing.
The head, yes, we need to replace this head. It looks like it's been through an edge backwards. It looks like, in fact, it actually looks like Craig stuck it through Gemini and squished it. He's not going to mind me saying that.
With the elephant?
It looks like he's done an elephant on it.
Looks like an elephant sat on it. I don't know anything else than that.
Yeah, we definitely need. When you've got bristles like that, it's not going to do its job, and it clearly hasn't because it's not knocked anything out of there. So I'm going to make sure tomorrow that I get it clean, get a replacement one in there. I'm sure Tracy's got a stash of replacement heads. That's the lovely thing about our dye cleaning brush. You don't have to go out and buy another one because you just need to get the I think is it pack of three? I
think it is.
I want to say a pack of 3.
Yeah.
Because we don't believe in you having to keep spending a lot of money for a new cleaning brush. It's nice to have the replacement head so you can just keep the base. Oh, bless her. Look at her. She's calling out. She's calling out for the team.
Craig says, I'm loving this. I've got Rachel sending me comments through, and I've got Craig commenting in the comments as well. And he says, not guilty, I'll change it tomorrow.
Oh, bless his heart. He's a good lad, isn't he? Do you know, tell him I can't wait to work with him.
He's watching.
Is he watching? But I can't see, you see, because I'm busy crafting. I'm not.
I know, he can still hear you.
Oh, of course he can hear me. Yeah. Craig, I can't wait to see you, my darling. I'm really looking forward to it. I genuinely cannot wait. And I'm even more excited because they're letting me present again. It's been a while. In fact, you know, the last time I presented, I was with Craig. So it's lovely that they've given me another day with it with our lovely Craig. So I'm really looking forward to it. I can't tell you how
excited
all right,
that Craig. He's not too bad to work with.
Is that? Do you know?
He's all right. You know.
He is genuinely one of the nicest, loveliest. I mean, honestly, I can't say it enough. We all love him to bits.
Well, he's not too bad.
Oh, get away with your Ben. He genuinely is the loveliest, sweetest guy. Now, that... Ooh, even on the green it looks lovely.
Awesome.
I wouldn't even surprise myself then, because I am going to do something else with it. Because I use that method of tracing round, it does mean that I can add a little bit of pink and green. I think they're nice contemporary colours. However, we're going to do a spot of colouring. And I say a spot, I'm not going to spend too much time on this, Ben, because we've got so much to cram in the show. But you are going to just choose some really lovely colours. Go for some bright colours on this. Shall we go bright?
Let's go bright.
Let's go mega
bright.
Absolutely. Let's get some colour down on here, and just add a few. There we go. Look at this already. I'm loving the colour theme.
Now, we'll do a few comments and questions. These dyes, are these going to go through the Gemini Junior, asks Sadasa?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Absolutely.
You just saw me Gemini Junior plates.
Yep.
Fitted on there absolutely fine. It was 6 by 6, so obviously 6 inches, but if you have got Gemini Junior plates, just think about your placement of your card and the kind of card that you're going to be making, because if it is just a Gemini Junior, you're probably going to have to cut off and then add those kind of things
to your cards. The card's the problem, isn't it?
Yes.
Not the dyes.
It's not the dyes, it's the card. It's your card style, but we've got loads to show you, I promise you.
And just whilst you're colouring, can you help Lorraine?
Can I help? Yeah,
she says, I'm loving these dyes,
but
I don't think she's going to go for the Showstopper. She says, I'm trying to decide which ones I want. Decisions help. So let's assume, I know they say never assume, but let's assume, say Lorraine is going to buy, what should we say, 2 or 3? Let's say she's going to buy 2, Debbie.
Okay.
Which 2 would you be buying if you only had a budget for 2? Yep.
Christmas tree.
Ooh, that's a toughie one, isn't it?
Baubles.
I only asked.
Yeah, the Christmas...
Oh, sorry, baubles.
Yeah, the Christmas baubles.
Snowflake's lovely.
Have a little look. Ooh.
The snowflake's lovely.
You see, I love the snowflake. However...
And the bells.
I know the bells. I love the bells too. Do you know what? I'm going to say, just because it's traditionally Christmas and I think of it every time and everybody else looks at it, I'm going to say the poinsettia.
So you're going poinsettia and Christmas tree?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's a good shout.
That's a good shout?
I do.
Yeah. We'll go with that.
Nicola will go for poinsettia and bells. Oh, Nicola's just going for all of them. So that's absolutely no use whatsoever. But thank you, Nicola. I know they are beautiful, but I'm just sort of discussing if we're on a budget here. I would definitely go tree. Nicola would go tree baubles. I would go tree. And you know what? I might go tree snowflake. Or I also might go, if you want like bang for your buck year round, tree wreath. Because you could use that, you know, elsewhere.
The wreath is beautiful. It's where I started, very back at the very beginning in Wake Up Call.
Yeah.
It's the first one I went to. And normally I wouldn't, you know, wreath probably wouldn't have been the one that I would have got, but I just love that wreath.
Yeah.
And somebody made a really good shout out earlier on in the show saying that it doesn't necessarily have to be a Christmas wreath.
No, that's what I mean.
It could be a sympathy wreath. Because depending on your colours that you use and the card that you colour it out, you know, they cut it out in, it could absolutely be something else that you could use that with as well. So, yeah. Now, I've just taken that pen, gone all the way around the Christmas tree to create that the outline of the Christmas tree, and then I'm going to add some more different colours in there. Let's get some purples in there. We've got to have a purple. Got to have a purple. Might have a yellow as well, and a bit of blue. Just have some fun colouring your baubles in.
Yeah.
And really enjoying this dye. And like I said, this is just one way that you can use it.
Yes.
Oh, I've gone for a turquoise.
I love the fact that you're doing the Christmas tree when our very own Christmas tree expert Craig is currently watching the show. Let's hope he gives you a good mark after you've created this project, because we all know what Craig's previous is.
He's an harsh critic, and it's so much so that I decided I was going to get a Christmas tree last year because of Craig.
You decided you weren't going to get one?
No, I got one.
Oh, you
I got a new one. And Craig gave me a lovely. He said it was beautiful. Because I went all modern and I went all like silvers and glitters and stuff like that.
That's high praise indeed, if you get that from
honestly,
Craig.
I were over the moon because Craig had like critiqued my Christmas tree. But yes. Yeah, Craig has a lot of trees, Ben. A lot of trees.
Yeah, he does have a lot of trees.
Absolutely, tons of trees.
He likes to branch out a bit at Christmas.
Oh, get you.
Thank you as well, by the way, helping Lorraine choose here. Christy Mahoney says, how can you choose just two? I could never. I would sell the house if I had to choose.
Oh,
Lol.
bless her.
Laura Simmons says, I would pick the baubles and the snowflake. Susan Thompson says, I would pick the Christmas tree and the snowflake. And Hadassah says, thank you, Debbie, for the info on the die cutting machine versus the card size. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, absolutely. It is. Now you can see it's starting to come together. Like I said, I'm not going to do all of it because there's presents on here. Pick out little colours. I've just popped a bit of scrap underneath, but to colour that in. What I would say though is add some glossy highlights to this, to the baubles, because, and also I did say to you earlier that I used, and I'm just going to bring this in for a second, our liquid gold paint marker, and I went into the detail. If I just bring this in for a second to show you now. It gives you that lovely embossed detail, the gold as well on the star and round the tinsel, baubles, whatever you want to call it, the Christmas tree decorations. Definitely add some glossy highlights into those baubles because it really does make them pop.
At that, yes.
Yeah, it really makes them pop. So first things first, I'm going to add my cardstock onto there. You can either leave it with a little bit of a gap if you want, or go in right up to that very edge just to make that pop that little bit more, and that's exactly what I'm going to do with this. And I'm going to just now then add it all together, and literally another way that you can use them. I think I've shown you lots of different varieties, and like I said, we will go back to that fabulous black and white concept suite to show you just how versatile these dyes are.
I think that's great because again it puts in your mind all of the different things that you can do, which I think is so useful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Craig's going in a minute, he says, because Corrie's starting soon. So
Corrie, oh bless him.
But he said Debbie's tree was stunning. He says Michelle's tree was questionable with lots of laughing faces on. I still remember that show. It's so funny. But he was rating everybody's Christmas trees, and Michelle's came up, and he was like, I can't remember what he said, but he properly... It was
harsh.
He Simon Cowelled it, do you know what I mean? And then it was like, and Michelle was like sat over in the corner of the studio, and it was like, well, let's reveal whose tree it was. And Michelle, and you should have seen the look she gave him, like she turned him to a pillar of salt. It was hilarious. But they're still bezies. After all of that, they're still best friends.
Of course.
Oh
That were hilarious. I sent in a really old picture of mine and he went, lovely but a bit dated. And it were about 20 years ago when I sent in this picture.
I remember that.
Because for a long time I've been quite open and honest about it. I haven't had a Christmas, since my kids have all left and the grandkids left, I haven't had a Christmas tree up.
Yeah.
So this was the year that I absolutely went to town and took a leaf out of Craig's book because he is, honestly, that boy has got an eye for detail and an eye for something really beautiful. So I did take a leaf out of his book and I'm really pleased with what I got. And I'm going to tell you what, you'll be pleased with this one if you get this because there's going to be so many different things that you can do with this. And I'm just going to finish it there. I'm not going to do anything else because you don't need to. And that's just another different way. So it almost blends into that green, but I think it looks really fabulous. And again, just showing you again another different way that you can use these fabulous Creator Card dies, the off Creator Card Christmas dies.
That's it. And to tell you what, we have got less than 50 of these now remaining. Another 4 or 5 of these have just gone out of the door whilst we've been watching that last demo with Debbie. You've got to be quick now. And just to reiterate, I'm not panicking you with the dies in full. We've got a healthier stock of these. It's the Showstopper. If you want to go for the Showstopper with all of the brand new dies, with your Dauber, with your tape pens, with all of those ink pads, we have got 48 now, I think, of these remaining. I think even less, actually. And it will be less in a minute because we're going to give you time to check out in just a second. So many wonderful products and such wonderful ideas, says Alice. You are presenting today, Debbie and Ben, so I enjoy watching you. Well, thank you, and we're glad that you guys are loving the show, loving the products more than anything. Hadassah says, oh, the highlights. Oh, that new glitter paste, the clear one. I forgot the name, would look amazing. That was the Snow Angel, wasn't it? That iridescent paste. And, well, just generally, loads of love coming in for this show. Listen, let's give you the opportunity to get checked out. If this is in your basket, you need to be doing it now because, as I say, whilst we've got stock of the dies, the Showstopper, I'd be surprised if it lasts the show. Certainly, it's not going to last the day. So get it now whilst you can. That unlocks the door for you as well, of course, to get more of those water-reactive ink pads at half price. So do it now whilst you can. When we come back, lots more inspiration coming your way. We're going to be looking at Acetate, pull bows, the brand new Festive Sparkle and Festive Metallic pads. Plus, we've got loads of great craft vault deals for you too. So head to the checkouts and we'll come back in about 4 or 5 minutes time.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right? Should be coming in. Should be coming.
What did she do?
Exactly
how
he looks.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Join us for our Crafting Christmas event. We've got more festive fun lined up than old St Nick himself, including 12 brand new launches, double points on every purchase, and a free gift on selected orders. Make sure you join us on Crafters TV from the 9th till the 16th of July for all this festive fun, and find out more on the Crafters Companion website.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other, where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special, 100%, it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
Massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously, the people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for checking out your baskets. The Showstopper's going to go, so we're going to come away from that just for a little while. But if you want to get it, then now is the time to be shopping and buying it. Thank you as well for all the lovely comments coming through. You guys, I think, have enjoyed today as much as we have. It's been such a fun day, and we're going to do some. We're going to make some stuff now when it comes to like construction. A little bit of a mini masterclass. And we've got loads of goodies on the show, new goodies, which you may not have seen because we obviously launched a Christmas event on Sunday. So you might not have seen some of the items we're going to be featuring, like these two fantastic 12x12 card pads. You can get these individually if you want to, but the main value for money is to get the set. So we've got our luxury 12x12 festive and metallic 2-piece collection. I'm going to start with my favourite here because the glitter is just immense on our cardstock, because you get all the sheen and the shine, all of the bling, but you don't get any of the fuss and the faff. Now, this festive sparkle is just incredible, because what we do is we bring you all of these fantastic designs within the glitter, and we've done it on what do you call it? I'm losing my words here. In your metallic, and then also your mirror card and matte mirror. There we go, that's what I was trying to do. It came out so easily earlier on. It's been a long day. But look there, you can see the two same designs here. So you've got your Christmas and season's greetings beautifully embossed into the glitter cardstock here, but that's on the matte mirror. There you've got it on the mirror, so you can see the difference, whether you want something which stands out a little bit more or whether it's something a little bit more sort of stripped back within the sparkle, you've got it. But all of these beautiful designs with the mistletoe, with the beautiful gold in here too. And look at that. I mean, if it wasn't enough that you got the sparkle from the glitter itself, but look at the sheen and the shine that you get with the mirror card too. That's the, you know, we've got it, we called it the Shirley Acetate earlier on. That is the background to, you know, Shirley Bassey singing
Goldfinger.
Yeah. That was amazing! Wait there, wait there, wait there.
So sorry, I didn't mean to do it. I couldn't help myself. I couldn't help myself.
Go.
Gold finger.
That was amazing.
I just can't help myself. I love Shirley Bassey.
She's
and I love
amazing,
that
isn't she?
song. That song is something else. It is.
There we go, our very own crafting Shirley Bassey. Oh dear, that was brilliant. But again, look, you've got the same design there, but then you've got it in matte mirror as opposed to the mirror. But you've got it all through here in the gold. You've got your season's greetings and your Merry Christmas. You've got that beautiful mistletoe in there too. It's stunning. 24 sheets, all those beautiful designs in gold and silver. And then you get a few of those designs replicated, plus new designs in the metallic. So this again, as you can see, as we go through here, you've got your matte mirror and your mirror cardstock, and then you've got the designs in the matte mirror on the mirror and the mirror on the matte mirror. but that's how it works though. Look, if I show you, look there. So there's your snowflakes. So they're in mirror on the matte. I'm making myself laugh now. No, I'm laughing about the whole day, I think, really. So matte mirror, mirror. And then here, you've got your mirror cardstock with the matte mirror. Matte mirror, 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 matte mirror. and then you've got it in the gold as well.
Oh,
come on,
gorgeous.
Moseby, get on with it. The Christmas trees are really, really absolutely beautiful. And look at that, stunning snowflakes as well. Listen, the great thing about this is you're getting another 24 sheets here. It's 250 GSM, which means it's construction weight, which means you're going to be creating some amazing projects with it. So let's see some amazing projects. By the way, what Debbie's going to be using over there, the Ultimate is available on the show, Shop the Show. We've got, I think, literally all of the scoreboards that we do, from your boxer board to your enveloper to the top score. It's all there. Shop the day. If you need something when it comes to scoring, you've got it on this show. But what are you going to be making for us?
Looks like a little party hat, doesn't it? When you look at it, looks like a little party hat that I'm ready to pop on top. Doesn't it? Looks like a little party hat. A lovely, quick, easy box that you can make on your Ultimate using that fabulous cardstock, which is just glorious, and then your pull bows, which is going to elevate your gift making to a whole new, different level. And I'm going to use my Ultimate Pro to show you just how easy this is to make. One of my favourite style of boxes, I know Craig loves doing this one, but it is absolutely super easy. Take your cardstock. I've chosen this beautiful glitter cardstock with that beautiful mirror shining through that's been foiled into there. I am just going to pop a score line in to give me an indication on where I want to cut it. And I'm going down onto, you know, the lovely thing about this is all of your card folds are on here. I've gone down the half fold A5, which I know sounds bizarre, but it'll make sense in a second when I show you how easy it is to put that box together. Yeah. So I'm just going to come down, and it's just to give me the indication of where I want to put my cut line. You can take a guillotine, but you have your paper trimmer in here as well, Ben, so let me just make sure I open it the right way around, and let's come in and cut that cardstock down as well. Oh, now then, I have my little blade already out in my mouth, but actually, it's a good demonstration to show you how to do this. Oh, yes. Now, obviously, be careful.
Be safe.
Be safe, yeah. It's a blade, a heavy-duty blade at that as well. And then you just move it up a little notch, and then just close it back up, and it sits in there perfect, ready for you to use. And I don't know if you can see that, just a tiny little bit that you only need to use to cut your cardstock. Open up that centre, pop your ruler in, get that cardstock, and now I've got a little bit of an indication on where I need to cut it. So I'm going to line it up with the trimmer from the top to the bottom, because you've got this little indentation there, and I'm going to pop that in, make sure it doesn't move, and then just cut my cardstock top to bottom. And let me just make sure I've got my, oh, do you know, Debbie, you didn't put your blade in correctly.
Oh,
I'm such a silly Billy, aren't I?
What you like.
I know. I'm going to let me just be careful with it, because I know what I'm like. And I am fingers and thumbs when I do this. I just need to clip it in to make sure it stays.
It's
That's why I leave mine. You what, look?
I was going to say, it's a handy trimmer for like cutting
inside
cardstock.
Yeah, absolutely. But I just want to make sure it sits in where it needs to sit. There you go. That's better. Whew, nearly. I know what I'm like as well. I'm completely clumsy. And I do keep mine out for a reason, because I use it a lot. I've often talked about my Ultimate Pro, but I do use my Ultimate Pro ever such a lot, I really do. For card making, card bases, envelopes and everything else, boxes, because you've got your box trimmer on, your box making facility on one side as well. I'm going to come back to this end though, because now I've trimmed it down, now I've cut it, what I'm just going to do is show you how easy it is to then make that lovely style of a box. So with my 12 by 12, I've just realised I need to make sure, because I've just realised it's 12 by 12, I need to trim it down just a tad, so let me come in and just fold that in. There we go, that's better. Because that now creates that half fold, and I'm just going to use this as a visual. Again, I'm going on to the gatefold half fold, and I'm just going to pop my little notch just at the top. I've turned it this way so you can see it, because I want you to be able to see how easy it is to do. You just anchor your ball tool into that groove, turn your cardstock, so you don't want to be moving it, you want to keep it on there. Let me just come in with my thinner one for this time being, just so I can make it a bit easier to move it. Bring it back down to that that gatefold or concertina A5 and put that score line and just bring that down. And you're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So I'm going to keep it where it is, I'm going to turn it, and this time a half fold comes down to create this side. I'm going to make sure I don't move it because I know what I'm like. There, that's better. And then repeat it on the other side as well, so you can see my score lines into place. It looks like a little diamond, not diamond, triangle.
Oh, triangle.
Thank you, yep. Turn it round onto the other side, exactly the same, into that groove of the gatefold or gatefold A5 or concertina A5. Pop that there, hold it, and literally just turn your cardstock so that the halfway mark meets and you bring it down. And just doing a couple of little gentle score lines, and exactly the same. Hold it, twist it, pop it on that line again, and bring it back down. And then what I've got now is, and if I just pop that down and fold it in, burnish. Burnish is always a must-have when you're making this style of box. Burnish it. Isn't it gorgeous, this cardstock?
Oh,
it is something else.
Said when we launched it on Sunday,
is.
I think potentially my new favourite cardstock that we've got, because it's the glitter, which I absolutely love and coo over.
Yeah.
And then the metallic elements to it as well. I just think it's incredible.
And this is how easy it is to put that together.
Yeah.
And it creates that lovely cake box. It's like a piece of cake box as well.
Cheese box.
A what box?
Cheese.
Cheese, yeah. I'm using a little punch just to punch it because I want to thread my bow. So I'm just going to come in and literally just give it a little mark. If, for whatever reason, because this is a very, I will just tell you, this is really old. So old, it was my Auntie Jean's, God rest her soul.
Was it really?
Yeah, and she's, when I say I had it years and used it, I now need a new one because I can feel it's not punching as well as it used to do. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll do a Michelle trick. Bring in my sponge, poker tool, and I'm going to have to go through that way. A hole punch will work though as well, so you can do it that way. You can with a hole punch. This way though, with this with the sponge, it just makes it safer. Don't do it with your hand at the back because with your poker tool through there, it'll hurt.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to make that bigger. Yeah, I've had it a long time. I'll probably be able to get one now in this side because, and it's not. I know the quality of the cardstock is absolutely fabulous. However, I know that this is a really old hole tool. I need a new one. Ooh, might have a word with Leanne.
Why not?
See if we can get one.
Stick in a request.
Stick in a request. So I'm just doing it separately, but I've now got a nice clear hole there to thread through. Get hold of your pull bow, the two little tail ends, hold them with your fingers in place and pull.
Did you? Oh, you don't.
You what, love?
I was going to say, do you need any help pulling the bow?
Oh, you pulled me at... Wait a minute. Oh, I nearly walked into that one. You pulled my boat earlier.
I certainly did. Ooh, look at the holographic on that.
Aren't it beautiful in that holographic? And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to tie it before I do, because if you don't tie it, the bow will loosen.
Yeah.
So it's important that you do this stage. And depending on what you're going to do with it, I'm going to thread it through and you can make it a little feature around your gift boxes like I did this morning. And if we get time, I'll do another one. Because I think we had a question, didn't we, about how to make a box? I think we had something like that earlier this morning.
Did we?
I think it was one of the new crafters, because we always have new crafters joining us. But
the question? Good job, you can remember.
Yeah, I'm sure it was from earlier on. I might have been wrong. I'm pretty sure I weren't, though. I'm pretty sure I were.
Oh,
Yeah.
what is the easiest box to make, did someone ask?
Oh, yeah, I think that might have been it, actually. So, just pop a little knot in. That's going to stop my bow from unfolding. And then all I'm going to do now is thread that through. And honestly, you can make such quick, easy boxes with this. And some really lovely... I mean, any style of your card fits on the show. You're going to be able to thread through. I'm just going to push those threads through, though, so I can get it right through.
Well, Kathleen says, what a pretty box, and it looks easy too.
Oh, how easy was that to get into that shape?
Yeah.
Using your ultimates, absolutely super easy. What Debbie's finding quite difficult is doing some threading. So I'll just be a second, Ben, while I do a little bit of threading.
Skimmy says, the Ultimate Pro was my first Crafter's Companion purchase. Still love using this tool. I love my Ultimate Pro, says Hadassah. I use it every day.
Oh, perfect.
And Wendy in Hampshire says, I'm laughing out loud. I think that was earlier. Value for money and comedy as well. Priceless. We bring you the lot here.
Oh,
on
we do.
Crafters TV.
Absolutely.
You want entertainment? You got it. You want inspiration? You got it. You want great demos? You got it. I think the two of you have had enough caffeine, says Jane Adams.
What was that?
I think the two of you have had enough caffeine.
I've had enough. That's my problem. I haven't had enough caffeine.
I probably have had enough today, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you've had a fair. I've only had the one. Yeah.
I've had about.
Because I get made, I have a lovely tray. I can't get my thread through. There it is. I have them made for me, but I don't know about yourself, but when you're crafting, you don't tend to, I'm too busy talking or yakking or whatever it is that I never get time to, and then I look round thinking, oh my God, it's gone cold and I can't drink it cold.
I know what you
my
mean.
dad drinks cold tea, like,
no.
my dad, and he has it really strong.
No.
Oh my God, he has like super strong. I mean, he even leaves the tea bag in, Ben.
Yeah.
And then drinks it cold.
No. What I need
honestly,
is a
he
nice
loves
hot
the
cup of coffee. Oh, thank you very much indeed.
That was good timing. It's almost like she heard.
Coffee and tea, I'm not being funny, it's got to be piping hot, hasn't it? If you're drinking it cold. My Daisy, she drinks iced tea and iced coffee.
I love iced coffee. Oh God, you're kidding. And do you know what? I was like that up until last year. And now I can't get enough of the stuff.
What, iced coffee?
Iced coffee. Iced caramel latte, frappuccino.
Coffee's meant to be hot.
Oh, I know, but I thought that, Ben, until I tried one, and that was me hooked. And I mean hooked. Because, and now my daughter works for a rather famous brand. So she works for a very famous brand. So I what was that?
Nicola says the brand rhymes with Smarmux.
She does. And yes, because our lovely Nicola used to work for the same company.
Smarmux.
So, yeah. And they make the most delicious iced coffees, Ben, and I promise you, I was of your thinking, oh my God, no, coffee is meant to be drunk cold. No, it's not. It's absolutely delicious, hot or cold. And there you go, you've got your beautiful little sandwich box, and I've just literally curled the ends. You can chop those down to any length. You could actually make it a little feature and wrap it around your box if you wanted to. But I just wanted to create a lovely little box for you to gift to someone this Christmas time and really enjoy them. Super easy, super easy to make, but look how gorgeous it looks, even with the lovely little bow on the top. Beautiful.
Very pretty and nice and easy for you to create as well. Rachel says, I love my, now I'm going to say this wrong, but Debbie, you might know. She says, I love my frou-frou iced coffee drinks.
A frou-frou?
Yeah.
Iced coffee? I've not had a frou-frou, Rachel, so I'm not sure what one is.
Sorry, Ben.
There's so many. There's like macchiatos and green tea. There's tea of any form. But coffees, oh God, yeah, there's so many different coffees that you could try. I'm just working my way through them, Rachel.
Frou-frou iced coffee. You're on your own on this one, she says. Do you know what my other thing is as well? I think I've meant about this before. You can't go into anywhere now, can you, and go, can I just have a white coffee, please? You can't, because they always go, what do you mean, an Americano? And I'm like, well, I don't know what that is. I just want a what?
Americano is black.
Yeah, but I don't know, so I don't want an Americano, do I? Because a white coffee has got milk in it. So yes, but why can't? So they go, oh, do you want an Americano with milk? I was like, I just want a white coffee. And then they start offering you things like, do you want the milk hot or cold? I'm like, I just don't care. I just want a white coffee. No, a latte. What is a latte? Hot milk?
It's a frothy coffee, hot milk. Lots of milk, frothed up.
I just want...
Yeah, but they're lovely. No. I love a latte. Christina makes a lovely latte, Ben.
I just want to go back to the old days where you could go, I want a white coffee, and then they'd never question anything.
That's all it used to be.
I know.
It used to be you walked into a coffee shop.
Yeah.
Can I have a coffee? Black or white?
Yeah, white
Black.
coffee. I want to
White,
go back to
whatever.
that day.
Yeah.
Not with frou-frous and what was the other thing you said? Macchiatos.
Yeah, there are honestly, our tash drinks, all sorts of different concoctions that they have in those lovely places. I just stick to the good old-fashioned caramel latte, lots of drizzle and lots of ice.
I don't want to... Oh, I thought you were talking to me then. Like Nicola's going, you want to try a caramel macchiato next time? I'm like, no, I don't want to. I just want a white coffee. Thanks. This is the deal on the Festive and Metallic collection, by the way. I've got a couple of questions coming through. Bethan says, you want a flat white, Ben? Oh, I don't, apparently. This is why I get confused. Apparently, a flat white is a short latte, and it's got more coffee in it. I don't know what I want anymore. I just want a white coffee, somebody. Oh, George has gone, just have a cup of tea. It's easier. It's so much easier. There is your Festive Metallics. This one is my favourite of the two, the Festive Sparkle. As I said, you can buy these individually if you so wish, but the main value is to go for the full 2 bundle there, £36 or $40 if you're platinum. Barbara Satley says, thank you for all that you teach. And Mo number 2 says, I'd like to tell Debbie that I love it when she talks about her Auntie Jean, as I'm a proud aunt, and I love to hear someone speak so lovingly about their aunt. The lady that got you into all of this.
She did. So my mum's sister, yeah. So, and I miss her we do miss her so much. She was like the stalwart of the family. She was like the glue that held the family together. And she was also one of the most generous women you could ever wish to meet. And I do miss her, but I have a lot to thank her for as well. The only downside to us losing it was that she never got to see me do this. And honestly, she would be so proud. Oh my God, I feel myself getting all emotional there. Yes, the only downside is that she didn't. I like to think that she is an angel watching down, and that she does know, because she would be super proud as well, because she was a big fan of Sarah and Crafters Companion. So yeah, but yeah, I loved her to bits. Love my family. I'm a family girl at heart. That's me. I love my family. I just wish I could see more of them, because I just adore my family, the whole lot of them.
Cindy Redmond said, it's been a rough day so far. I'm glad I was able to tune into the fun on my lunch break. Let's end Friday with lots of fun and laughter. Love me some CTV. Well, that's what we're doing here, ending it with the fun and the laughter. Rosalind Marquez says, hi from Brooklyn, New York. Woke up at 6 this morning, ordered the Showstopper and ink pads and went back to sleep. I cannot wait to get them. Emily says, I need that cardstock. Get that cardstock, jump in and grab it. And also, we'll ask that question in a second. Question from Molly, which we'll do in just a mo. But let's first of all look at some pictures where you can get the Ultimate Pro. Now, as I've mentioned, we have got loads of great deals here. So you go to the Ultimate Pro, and the free boxer board included too. So again, that's a really great way for you to kind of have all of your scoring and bow making and cutting these included within the Ultimate, and then your boxer board as well. $31.99 or $55.96, and if you're thinking, how can that be? Because you're getting the boxer board for free and the tape pen as well. The enveloper is available for you too. A lot of people chatting about how to make their own envelopes. There's the solution right there, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's where it all started, the enveloper.
And how nice, you think of all the different collections that we brought you and all of the different papers to be able to create an envelope bespoke to the size of the card that you've made to match the card as well, because you can create it with the with the paper that you've used for a particular project. Just brilliant. Look at the price on that today as well. That's brilliant.
That's a good, oh my God, yeah.
£8.31, $8.29, you're saving 20%. You've then got your top score multi-board. Now, again, there's so many different scoreboards, isn't there, Debbie? Top score, a little bit more sort of general scoring, right?
Yes, and a lovely portable one as well. So perhaps the Ultimate Pro is a little bit too bulky for you to take out and about. The top score is going to do you lots of lovely projects on there as well. It is a multi-board scoreboard and lots of things that you can create with it.
Yeah. £8.31 UK only, that one. And then we've got the boxer board. I mean, that does exactly kind of what it says on the tin, really. But you can create all of your different boxes, and look at all of the different things that you can create with that. Look at that treasure chest, Nicola. Doesn't it look marvellous? And then the little picnic basket as well. £9. So the picnic basket, boom, boom. £9.59 or $9.57 is your platinum price with double point. And then we got the big un. The big un. This is the big score. This one I feel, is this the one? No, this isn't the one that we have in the studio that often, is it? The big score. Have you got it there?
I tell you, I can't live without my scoreboard, my big scoreboard. And I do have this because I work with a lot of bigger projects. So it's still a scoreboard with inches on one side and centimetres on the other. It's also your box maker because it's got your box lid, your box base on both sides as well. It's the same like all scoreboards have that. So we were talking about the top score earlier. The top score's got like all of your things to do with your card bases and some nice embossing features. But on the other side, there is a box making facility. However, slightly different to these because it is only in the inches part where it's the half an inch. So it's, yeah, half-inch increments. So each board does a different job. This is very lightweight and portable. To be fair, I use this, and I'll be totally honest with you, it's the staple one I have at the side of my craft room when I'm crafting. The smaller one I take around with me because it's more portable for me. But yeah, they all do a great job, every single one of them.
Yeah, so that's the A3 size, £12.79. Then you've got the regular size, which is your Score Master. So again, maybe you want to get the big score. And then you've got your Score Master. You know, to be a little bit more portable potentially. 831 or 829. Now we've also got the embossing boards. Now these, you can buy these on their own. You don't have to have the Ultimate with these, but if you have got the Ultimate, if you look at the bottom of the screen there, the bottom of that board, you'll see that they've got the little notches taken out of there, so they will fit really nicely into your Ultimate Pro. And these are sort of different designs because they create like different card shapes. You can emboss into these. Lots of different things with each one, isn't there?
Yeah,
Like
you can make card folds with them, so you could actually do a teddy bear card. A teddy bear shaped card, and have that with that board. The same with the butterflies. A lot of embossing boards. And to be fair, when I first started out, exactly what I used embossing boards. I didn't go into the line of dies and all that kind of thing. This was the way I started with my crafting, what I call proper paper craft, where you take these boards and you make lots of different projects from your K cards and all that kind of thing as well. Absolutely love them. I love the dog paw print on there. I think that's super sweet. But lots of lovely features to both sides of the board as well.
Yeah. And then we've got the Sweet Treat, and this again is more sort of construction based again, because with these again you see that you've got like your shapes that you can emboss different sizes, Mats and Les, but then you've also got there. Is this the one that creates the little popcorn box?
Yes. So this is it. It's got like the popcorn feature. So let me just bring it in. A handbag. A bit like a handbag. Actually, when I'm saying a popcorn, it's a really nice big size bag. Oh, there we go, coming in really close there. Woo! I didn't expect it to be that close. But you can see all of that. Look at that. It's a really lovely big size bag. And the same with this side. Have I got the right board? Actually, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I've got that many boards at the back of here. Have you got the board with you?
No, I haven't got it.
I've got that many boards. I'll go and have a little delve down here and see if I can find it for you.
Yeah, but anyway, you've got the Sweet Treats embossing board there. £8.30 or £8.29. There's some very similarly named ones here because we go from Sweet Treats to Sweet Things. This is the one with the popcorn box. It's the bottom picture. It's the reverse of it.
The next one coming up. Yes, absolutely.
So yeah. Oh, so we've not moved on to it yet. There we go.
There we are.
Sweet Things. There we are.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Lots and lots. You know, we do lots of boards here at Crafters Companion. These are our core tool embossing boards that we haven't retired. We've had them in our crafty stash now for a long time, and will continue to do so. Whether we'll bring them at these kind of prices is another matter, because it is a core tool.
Is that kissy lips on the top picture?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, there's like a little moustache.
And a
well,
bow
you could
tie.
use it as a moustache.
Tags.
Yeah. A bow, little bow there.
Little bow, yeah.
Yeah, little tags.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of lovely features on there. It's for decoration.
Yeah.
You'll make the main part of the board and then you'll use the rest for decoration.
So that is the Sweet Things, £8.31 or £8.29. And then lastly is your Ulti boxes. I don't think I've ever seen this one before.
I've got that one. I've just seen that one. Yeah.
So that again, you're obviously embossing that out to be able to create a cute little box. You've then got the butterfly embellishments, and then you've got some Well, that's
So it's like
nesting
a little
dies,
cube. It's like a little cube box. This one.
Yeah.
So it's like so this one, if I just show you, looks like a little cube box, and then you've got all those accessories, and I love those. And you've even got the what I call the half butterfly.
Yeah.
But it means you can create some nice, lovely. If you double side your card stock, you'll create a lovely full butterfly with that one. And then these, just fabulous. Look at the size of these. These are really mats and layers on there.
Yeah. I call them nesting dies, but you know what I mean.
Exactly. Do you know, if you don't want to go down that line to start with, that's where you could start. Start with your boards, start with your embossing, and there can be all sorts of uses that you can do with them. But again, they sit onto your Ultimate Pro. They've got the little cutaway, so it means that you're not going to, especially when it comes to embossing, it's not going to move that around. So it makes it stable. It keeps it stable. These are standalone boards, but they work perfectly with your Ultimate Pro, so nothing moves. So it means that when you start embossing, you don't have to worry about holding it and clamping it down for stopping it from moving anywhere. It sits firmly on your board. So yeah.
Absolutely marvellous. I'm just going to read a few more comments. I feel like I've missed a few. So let me just scan through. Diane Cup on Facebook says, please tell Debbie I said hello from Tennessee.
Hello, Diane.
That's Diane Cup.
From Tennessee. I keep saying I want to go over there, Diane.
Really?
Yeah.
What, to Tennessee?
I'd love to go I'd love to do a complete tour of America. Probably take me months. America is huge, but Tennessee, yeah, I'd love to go there. I would.
Is that Tennessee? Is that like country and western?
I think of the sauce.
What?
Do you know sauce? Tennessee sauce? Have you never heard
sorry, I
of it?
thought you meant the band The Sauce
Oh,
and
no.
Candy Staten there for a second. Tennessee sauce. What is that? A whiskey is Tennessee.
Yeah, the bourbon sauce. Tennessee, yeah. Delicious.
Andrew Bennett says, ooh, I just want these dies, that's those ones there, to come now that I've ordered the Showstopper and the ink pads. Also, I'm just catching up on these. Sorry, I'll get there in a second. I need this cardstock. It just looks so sparkly. It says XCon 94. Absolutely you do. And Hannah Gosling-Smith says, Ben, I used to work in a coffee shop. White Americano. It's a shot of espresso with hot water, so a black coffee, and then some cold milk to make it white.
Is it coffee? The coffee you want. You know what to ask for now.
A white American. Yeah, but I don't want to. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. It's a white coffee. It's a white coffee. Amazing prices on the board, says Lauren Miller. And Jackie says, can you thank Debbie for the instructions on how to make her folio card?
Oh, thank you.
She said, I made it for my son with lots of pictures in it, including one of him with my mum and dad, who he loved so much, and it made him cry when he saw the picture.
Oh, that is lovely. Do you know what? I can't get over just how much love that folio received during the craft along that I did. So thank you. And do you know what? It's lovely when you hear stories like that. It really is.
Just before we move on.
Yes.
Breaking news. Thank you, Radical Rachel, who's just checked, because we just had some information come in from Betty Weaver. And Rachel's checked. You know the Showstopper?
Yes. Yes.
Don't scream and shout.
Oh, it hadn't. Has it?
It's now sold out.
No.
It's gone. She's checked the web. It's disappeared. Rachel's checked it. She's checked. It's gone.
Oh.
Betty says it's gone. It's out of here. It's disappeared. It's gone.
Gone?
I did say we had less than 50.
Wow.
And we've got hundreds of people watching right now. Well done, everybody. If you managed to get your heart on that? Your hands on that. Your hands on that is what I meant to say. There's a slip of the tongue. We'll have a quick break, I think, and when we come back, we will look at some acetate and some bows.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right?
Yeah.
Should be coming in. Should be coming.
What does she do?
Exactly
What does
how
she do?
he looks.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are. Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comfort of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. Love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
I've had to turn the fan on. It's got a bit hot in here. We're back. Daniel says, I think Crafters Companion should make an innuendo bloopers clip. I wonder how many there would be. Well, that's one from me. I can think of another one from me. I mean, come on. Craig could fill a couple of spots there as well. But yes, apologies for that slight slip. But we're back in the room. We are back in the room. Right. Welcome back. Let's have a look at some acetate. the luxury foiled acetate. You are going to get here not 1, not 2, but 3 pads, and you get 36 sheets in total. And let's be honest here, this makes a good fan, this actually. 380 micron you're getting here, so it is more like a plastic. And let me show you this in order. Can I go with my favourite first of all here? My favourite in this set is this one, which is your Winter Wonderland. 380 micron, 12 by 12. You're going to get 12 sheets in here, and you're getting 2 designs, 2 of each in holographic gold, holographic silver, and then your opaque white foil. So, I always find it a bit harder to show you over this side, this is, ooh, it's blowing in the wind. This is the opaque white foil, which you've got in the snowflakes, and then in your reindeer. That's quite cute. It's a little bit more stripped back. It could be jazzier. Then we go with your holographic. Look at that. I mean, that is right there, isn't it? A party on your acetate. You've then also got that in the silver holographic. Whoop, whoop. And then, last but by no means least in this collection, you've got the party reindeer. And have you noticed as well that the holographic here works beautifully with the pull bows that you're also going to get in this set. That one is your holographic reindeer in silver. So that is your Winter Wonderland, your first 12 sheets. Then you've got your Festive red and green. This again is 2 designs, 3 of each, in red and green foil. I have to stand to the side for this one. So you've got the green in your, that's like your sort of Christmas sort of foliage, and you've got that again in the red. I do feel like a doctor here showing X-rays. There it is in the red. And then, yeah, and then you've also got the, what did you call this earlier? Like your Christmas jumper.
Jumper. It's like do you want those Christmas jumpers?
Yeah.
The traditional Christmas jumper, that one.
Yeah, or the like the throws that you get as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've got that in the green as well. So you're getting 12 sheets in the Festive red and green. And then last but by no means least, your Festive silver and gold. Festive gold and silver. 2 designs, 3 of each in gold and silver foil. Yes, Nicola, it is the Shirley Acetate. We'll come around to that in just a second. Can you see that really well? On my screen, it doesn't look like the... Can you see that?
Stunning. It's absolutely stunning.
That's the gold in the mistletoe. You've got it then in the silver. I'll give that a little wiggle. Ooh. There you go. There you go. And then this is the Shirley Acetate, because it is. You know the designs that you've got in the in that pad I showed you. It's replicated here with that kind of sort of falling snow in the gold, and then also in that silver as well. So you're getting another 12 sheets there. That is 36 sheets in total, but that's not all, because you're then also going to get your bows. Yes! You're getting 3 of each of those. That's 5 bows, which gives you 15 in total. They've all got your holographic sort of design to them as well. And then you've got like your, what do you call it, like 2-tone silver? I don't know what you call that really.
It's got a lovely silver in through the middle, but then on the outside, it's got like a mesh kind of look to it. It's really, honestly, that middle one, and I thought the holographic were going to be my favourite, but that one is absolutely beautiful in the flesh.
£56 or $68 for all of that in that collection, which we launched on Sunday, one of the first launches that we did when we kicked off your Christmas. Let us have a look. Are you going to make a box of one of these?
I'll just got. I love making. Again, I am using I don't know what's happened to my little bow, but I'm gonna fix that bow. But make a beautiful gift bag. I love making these gift bags. I usually make them in a 12 by 12. Actually, you can make it from a 12 by 12. I know our Sarah loves making them. I don't know, mine's slightly different to Sarah's, but I just absolutely adore making these. And I'm going to use that holographic. Oh my God, this is just stunning.
It's like one of the best things we've ever done.
Oh, honestly. It is simply stunning. Now again, all of the acetate, and I did see this question earlier asked about the acetate. It's a personal choice whether or not you want to take off the backing. All you'll need to do, again, look, you can see the difference. That's the cloudy side. So literally get your pokey tool under the corner just to take off that carrier sheet. And you can really see it come, oh my God, to life. Look at the holographic bouncing off that. It is simply stunning. But you can leave that carrier sheet on, pre-score, pre-do all the cuts, and then take it off at the end. But I'm going to start at the beginning.
Okay.
I'm going to score this at 4 inches. Now, with it being a very construction weight acetate, you do need to make, well, with any of our scoreboards, you want the either the small ball tool or this fine precision one on this one to get into that groove. What you don't want it doing is bouncing out of the groove, so it stays in the track.
Yes.
So literally, and just do that a couple of times, just top to bottom. So that's at 4 inches. Then I'm going to come in at 5 3/4 inches.
Okay.
Again, I'm just making sure I'm staying in that track. Just come down, and it's almost like you're dragging it into there, but you just want to make sure you don't bounce out of the track, because it can be quite easy with something like this. It's got like that lovely glide with it being an acetate. That's your 5 3/4. I'm going to come in at 9, excuse me, 9 3/4 inches as well. And this is why I do use my big score for this particular size bag, because I'm using a 12 by 12 paper or cardstock, or in this case acetate, and just come up top to bottom. And then lastly at the 11.5 inch mark, so that comes down to 11.5 inches. Again, make sure you've got that ball tool, sorry, into that groove, into that little track, and bring that down.
Molly, let's ask your question as well, just whilst we're watching this. So
Yes.
Molly's question I forgot to ask earlier. How do you know which tool end to use for the different paper types? So she was talking specifically about the Ultimate Pro, but if you're using like if you're scoring Vellum or lightweight cardstock, or here like acetate, would you use a different tool or a different end?
Lighter cardstock. Oh, well, actually, so glitter cardstock, you need a thicker. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cork in my throat.
Wonder why that might be.
Oh, the laughing. I use the bigger ball tools. You've got, actually in the Ultimate Pro, you've got 3 different sizes. And I say 3, you've actually got 4, because you have the large ball tool and then the medium-sized ball tool. And then on this one, and this is in the majority of our scoreboards, so in your top score that you come with it, in the envelope and things like that, you get this one, where you get the small ball tool and then this really fine end. When I'm using glitter cardstock or acetate, when I'm using acetate, I go in with the small one. When I'm using a Vellum, I go in with the small one as well. When I use glitter card, I go in with the bigger, thicker, or the medium-sized one, and you'll be fine with that. So it's just a way of, because they will fit in all of the grooves. It's just depending on that cardstock. What you don't want to be doing is splitting, so I wouldn't be using, on a glitter cardstock, I wouldn't use a thin. And do you know what? Can I tell you, you get replacement. You can buy replacement ones. Over time, it will flatten. So over time, you will need to replace it. Yeah, you will need to replace it. So that's why we have the option of being able to buy the extras, and you'll find it on the website. You'll see it on the website where you can buy the extra tools. And the only reason being, and I know this because I've used many over the years, because I score every single time I card make or box make. So absolutely. So that's why I would use a thin one in acetate, a thick one in glitter cardstock. Vellum, I would use a thin one because I want one of you. Oh, actually, I would use a thicker one in Vellum. Because, I would use the thicker one in Vellum.
And when you're scoring, it's all about scoring sort of little and often.
Gently. So you're not going to do like what I did when I first started scoring. I actually used to be very heavy-handed. I dug my ball in the track and dragged right down, and I ended up tearing so much cardstock, so much Vellum, so much glitter, cracking and creasing, because I wasn't doing, as I learned from Leanne, breaking the fibres of any of the cardstock, so you do it gently. So it's a gentle. Obviously with your acetate, you can get away with it a little bit more on the acetate.
Okay.
I'm going to come in now at, and again, you can do this in 2 ways, a 2 inch or 1 3/4. I'm going to I'm going to have a larger bottom this time, so I'm going to go at 2 inch. So I'm going to take that down, top to bottom. Did you hear her? Did you hear her? Little comic. But yeah, 2 inches down at the top and the bottom, and at the bottom. And then you've got all of this, literally, you're going to tease it in. And I say tease it, it's very easy. Once those score lines are into place, it is super easy to get this in. And I'm going to do that on all of my scoring. So literally take that now, coming in and putting all of those in. So
Susan Thompson, if you did buy the Showstopper on Sunday, you did get this because this was in the Showstopper.
Yeah.
What's the best glue to use on these, Barbara is asking?
Tacky glue or a red liner? Red liner, you're going to see a little bit. Tacky glue, once it's dry, you won't see any of it. So if I was going to say anything, I would definitely use a tacky glue for acetate. Yes, definitely, because you will see, if you're using a red liner tape, and I'll probably show you, actually, to be fair though, you're not going to see it a great deal, Ben. It's not going to be, like, in your face obvious. But if you want my personal opinion, tacky glue, it dries crystal clear, you can't see it. And it's a sturdy, super strong glue as well at that. Now look at that, it just bounces into shape straight away. Now the only thing that you're going to do now is you're going to cut away like you would do normally on a box, and I've already got one done, she says, at the side of me. So you can speed that little process up. And it's just about taking the little snips. It's very difficult to see with acetate because it's like almost glass-like, but I'm just taking away the little snips to keep it nice and neat when I'm gluing this together. I am actually going to use, just because of time and speed, I am just going to use our tape pen onto it, but personally, literally take a wet glue, like tacky glue, and pop that. Oh, Debbie, you've not put your side bit together. What are you doing? Getting carried away there, I am, Ben. I know, I'm getting so carried away with myself, I'm forgetting to put the side bits together. But yes, even though, to be fair, I'm going to say it, I'm going to call it, to be fair, you can't really see it. I think it's probably that detail when you get up really close.
Yeah.
But yeah, tacky glue, I would highly recommend, or a, I will tell you now, not all purpose. Not all purpose for this. No, not all purpose for this one. Tacky glue or a red liner tape, or in my case, what I'm using is our tape pen. And I'm just going to attach that on and make sure that's stuck down, as you would with any of the glues. Make sure you've got that little bit of a friction going there, a little bit of warmth to that glue, and then just popping that into shape. Folding these little tabs down, because I am going to stick down one of the bottom bits first. So I'm going to pop my tape or glue or whatever it is that you want to do. In fact, have I got some tacky glue here? Yes, I have. Just let me bring it in. Yes, I have. There we go. Little bit of tacky glue and run that on.
I would not have thought to use tacky glue on acetate, says EB. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, it'll dry clear. It will dry absolutely crystal clear. The only thing with tacky glue, obviously, you need a little bit of time to hold. So when you're popping it on, just make sure you've got that little bit of time to be able to hold it into place.
Yeah.
Little paper grips, do you know the little...
little bulldog clips.
Bulldog clips, they can hold it together as well. But I'm just going to pop my bottom together to create a little bit of a sturdy base. But I'm just going to trim it down because I must not have trimmed this one down like I did at... There we go, that's it. Just trim that little bit off. And you've got this gorgeous style box straight away. Do you know when you talk about high-end box making? You literally, and I am just squeezing the sides in to bring it in a little bit. So if you were, if you were clasping it, it creates that almost like that milk bottle effect. Do you remember the old style milk bottles?
The old cartons.
Yeah, the old cartons. That's exactly what you would do with it. And then all you're going to do is you're going to pop in there a hole punch again in there, and then thread through. And that's what I've done with this. Although don't ask me what's happened. Do you know what I don't think I've done? I don't think I've tied it. I don't think I've tied my bow. I think I've been a little bit loose. I've just tied the top. There we go, that's better. And I've just popped a little at the top. Actually would fill that with some tissue paper and then hide that. And do you know what it'll show off when you pop some tissue paper in? Let me just show you with me one that I haven't. Literally, get some tissue paper. Oh, emboss your tissue paper. Yes! Emboss your tissue paper.
I love that idea.
Oh, honestly, and then I'm just going to stuff it. But just to show off. And I say stuff it. You'd stuff it with some tissue paper, but then you'd hide your gift inside there.
Yeah, you would.
And it's just, again, I just want to show that holographic feature. Am I going down far enough?
Yeah.
Let me get my hand in there.
Yeah, look at that. that.
But isn't it
Really?
beautiful? And then hide all your little bits inside, and doesn't it show off that holographic beautifully? Although, to be fair, oh my God, what's going on with my bow? It will not stay at the top of there today. I'm gonna have to double knot it, I think, Ben. I'll double knot it. That's my problem. I haven't double knotted it. I knew.
Same with
Silly
your
old
laces.
me.
Always double knot your laces.
Oh, wait, yeah,
Always
I
tell
do.
the kids. Oh,
That's
I do as well.
Yeah, they never come off then.
No, they don't.
You don't trip yourself up.
Yeah. That's why Nicola always wears Crocs. Because there are no laces and she can't tie them anyway.
Oh, bless her. But there you go. There's my lovely little bow with the lovely little details. Had a little tag. Oh, tag punch. Aggie tag punch. Get that on
yes.
through your ribbon threading. But it's a really lovely, super easy box to put together. And it really does, again, elevate your gift making onto a whole new level.
How long, I mean, this is how long is a piece of string, really, I suppose, but let's ask it. How long does tacky glue take to dry an acetate, Susan wants to know?
Not long. We're talking a few, well, probably about a minute or two,
Yeah.
if that. Doesn't take long at all. Yeah, absolutely, because it's tacky. So it's instantly quite sticky. Not like your runny glue, which gives you that little bit of leeway time, which is why I wouldn't use all-purpose at all for this particular style of making. But yeah, absolutely. Literally, couple of minutes, tops. Yeah.
That is absolutely beautiful, says Bethany Lyon. Love the bag, says Charlene Matthews. And EB says, I would not have thought, oh, he's read that one, to use tacky glue on the acetate. Thank you. Mode number 2 says, I think scoring is hard. I got better at it, but when I first started crafting, I thought this isn't going like it does on Crafters TV, because everything always goes smoothly here. Lillian Kwok says, Ben, my sister is in Brixham right now. That's my hometown, that is. She sent me a pic of her fish and chips. I'm so jealous. Oh, fish and chips.
I haven't had any for absolutely ages.
We found an amazing chippy just down the road here, and we yeah, we have a lovely fish and chips from just in town here. And funny you said that in my ear, something which I'm not accustomed to down south: scraps.
Scraps? What do you mean scraps you're not accustomed to?
Well,
is it a northern thing?
Is it a what?
Is it a northern thing?
Yeah,
scraps.
I think it must
Goodness
be.
me, it's the law. You have to have scraps on your fish and chips.
Yeah, no, but they offer you like bags of scraps.
Yeah.
A bag of scraps.
A bag of scraps? Is that a completely different northern thing?
You pour the scraps on your fish and chips. That's northern, George, isn't it? Yeah, we don't do that down south.
To be fair, do you know when Tanya comes home from Bristol, the first thing she's like, "Can we have a chippy tea?" That's what she usually says to me.
She what?
And chippy tea.
Chippy tea.
Chippy tea.
Chippy tea.
Chippy tea. And that's the first thing she wants, because she doesn't eat fish because she's a vegetarian, my daughter, so she doesn't, but she loves the chips from a chip shop. But the thing she always asks for the minute she walks in, can I have some scraps? Because she can't get them down there. They don't offer scraps. The fish and chip shop round the corner where she goes to is a lovely fish and chip shop. They look at her gone out when they say scraps. Because it's like, nope, what are you talking about?
Do you have to pay for your scraps?
Oh no, free. They're free.
Kathleen says, what is scraps? It's like the bits of the
batter. It's the batter.
Bits off your
the batter
fish.
Bits. They fall off. Yeah.
So if like you've battered cod or haddock, don't you? And then you have the batter, and it's all the bits. And they up north, they don't do it down south, but up north they kind of scoop it into the side of the the little hot plate, and then they say, oh, do you want a bag of scraps? I'm like, sorry, what? A bag of what? I'm from down south. We don't do bags of what? What? Susan Thompson says, how do you emboss tissue paper? Well, I guess the same way that you emboss anything, right? But you fold it over
So with an embossing folder, so take your tissue paper, don't go too mad. I mean, you can get quite away with quite a few layers. Stick it into an embossing folder, run it through your embossing machine, with your embossing folder, and you emboss tissue paper. It's super easy to do and looks so effective, especially when you're popping it into boxes and things like that. It looks amazing, yeah.
Red liner tape is my go-to for boxes, and never knew tacky glue was an option, says Sadasa. And Skimmy says the holographic acetate looks amazing.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Luxury foiled acetate, your 12-inch pads, your bows as well, £56 or $68 plus your double points. And you're very close to getting your free gift on that as well. Actually, if you're platinum in the UK, you've got your free gift, which is that cute little Christmas tree. We've got about 20 minutes left, and in that time, of course, we've got to do demo of the show and demo of the day. And we've also got to announce who is going to be going into the box to stand the chance of winning £250 or $250 to spend with us at Crafters Companion. But you don't get a bag of scraps, Nicola. No scraps here. So we've got all that to do. Let us have a look at your beautiful card pads, which I showed you just a few moments ago. We're going to. Are you going to do an exploding box with these that I just hear?
I can do. Yeah, I'll get ready for that.
I think that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We'll get the details up on the screen for this, which is coming up here. So you're going to get your Festive Sparkle and your Festive Metallics. These are the ones that we've just looked at just a few moments ago, the ones that I was raving about. Your Festive Sparkle is gorgeous. It's our non-shed glitter card in gold and silver. And then the detail that you've got on here is either in matte mirror or mirror. So, I mean, look at that. You've got your beautiful snowfall sort of sparkle going on there. You've got all of your Christmas wishes in there, season's greetings and Merry Christmas. And that's a good one. I always think that there is a good example to show you the difference. So the top one that I've sort of folded back is your matte mirror on the glitter, and the bottom one is that more shiny mirror design. So you've got that all the way through here. You've got it in silver, in the mistletoe, and then as we go through, in the gold. There it is. Look at that. That's the shot right there. Look at that. Boom. And as we go through, you've got the replication of the sentiments in here. You've got all of that beautiful mistletoe in there too, and of course, so much more besides. 24 sheets in that one, and then you've got the 24 sheets in your Festive Metallics as well, which is the luxury mirror card. And again, it's the gold and the silver, and then you get the mirror card background with the matte mirror design on, and then vice versa, you get the matte mirror background with the mirror design on. So, and again, you can see as we go through here, you've got kind of replication on some of these, but then some designs which are different to the ones that you've got in your glitter. So your Christmas trees, your snowflakes, absolutely uber beautiful. You've also got the gold in here too. So again, we replicate what you've got in the silver across the gold in mirror and matte mirror as well. Like we said, if you did shop on Sunday and you bought the Showstopper, you will already have these, because the Showstopper comprised of these, didn't it? The acetate, the bows, and the puffy snow. Puffy snow, puffy snow, puffy snow. However, you might not have got these, or you might have got them and gone, oh, I wish I'd got a few more. Now is the night, now is the opportunity to be able to do it. £36 or $40 for those two pads. If you just want to go for the pads individually, you can absolutely do that as well. Alana Selby says, we have scraps in East London, but we call them crackling. Crackling's something different again, isn't it? Crackling is like the skin off your pork, isn't it? Like pork crackling. And Andrew Bennett says, down on Plymouth Barbican. Are you Plymouth, Andrew? I didn't know that. Down on Plymouth Barbican. I've had some good nights out in Plymouth. Down on Plymouth Barbican, finish your sentence, Ben. We have Captain Jasper's, which does a Jasperizer, which is a double cheeseburger on top of a double bacon burger.
What?
A double cheeseburger, top of a double bacon burger. So like a quadruple burger. So two burgers. So I would imagine it's two burgers in a bun stacked on top of two burgers in a bun. So you get 4 slices of bread is what they're asking down in the gallery. We need to know this, Andrew, but I'm getting very hungry now. Let's stop talking about food and see this, what will be the final demo, and then we're going to have to get our votes on here because we've got loads to do. So, box.
Yeah, so I've got a lovely little box here, so I'm just going to take off my bow. My bow, yes, and our lovely little exploding, I love exploding boxes, I always have done, but our exploding box, which creates this beautiful, and I mean gorgeous, but I'm just going to lift it up for a second so you can see it, where it actually holds not only a little area for you to pop a gift inside, but also creates a little wallet here so you can pop little wallets on. Now, I've done this Christmas version, but I will show you this box, what it looks like in a ordinary version with old cardstock, because I made one with my little pooches. God rest their little souls. So literally, you can create this box, and it creates this beautiful, like a little mini memory album where you can pop your pictures. And again, it creates these little envelopes. I'm going to put it there, a little pocket where you can pop in. So I've got my little Millie tag, my little my little Bella tag that I popped into there, and then I just popped a little box in there, because that little box you can pop as much as you want, but it can be created like a little album. I love making this. I got this lovely pattern from a lovely girl that I worked with in store called Nicola. My lovely little Nick, Nicole, sorry, not Nicola. That's because I'm listening to you, Nick, in my ear. I'm giving Nicole a new name. But you can develop it into everyday box making or into your Christmas makes. And with this cardstock, and I can't help myself, I just absolutely love this glitter cardstock, but can create, and again, you can create little pockets. So it could be where you put your gift cards. You could put gift cards into there, or money, and then, of course, you could have a central place to pop a little box. Now, I'll give you the measurements and I'll give you the dimensions, and I will share it on my Facebook page afterwards, because I am conscious that we're probably not going to get all of this done and completed. However, I'll give you all of that on my Facebook page. You're just going to give me a few days, guys, because I'm away. I'm here tomorrow. I'm at Howymaker Sunday, Monday. I'm back up here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I'm off. So it'll be a while before I can get it in, but I promise you I will do it.
I'm just thinking, do we want to do one of the votes now? Because if you're going to, because we're going to make me struggling here.
You can do, yeah, if you want to. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, of course we can. So we'll start with number 1, where we started. Let me go and grab me others. Number 1.
One's cute.
Number 2 was my little box. My number 2.
Oh, it's the cheese box.
Cheese box. Number 3, me acetate box.
I like 3.
Are we putting this in?
Yeah,
should we put it in?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll put it in. I mean, yeah. And then number 4 is me a little exploding gift box again with my little pull bow and my little box lid on the top.
All right.
You did see it a minute ago, but yeah, you get the gist. So number 4. So 1, 2, 3, or 4. Yeah, and it could be. I've got a feeling it might be.
We'll give you about 3 minutes for your vote, and when we get the vote in, I'll stop you, and then we'll get the vote going for demo of the day.
No problem, no problem. So I'm going to move that to one side. So you're going to start with a base piece of cardstock, and this measures and I'm going to do it in centimetres, which is unusual for me, but this works with the centimetres. So this is a 28.5 centimetres square piece of cardstock. The second piece, that's going to be the inside box, is going to measure at 27 centimetres. So it's a 27 metre square, so you can see it fits in there really nicely. The box lid itself is slightly smaller at 18 centimetres square. So it's 18 centimetres by 18 centimetres. Going back to that large piece, I'm going to bring back in my scoreboard. Now, one of those gorgeous gift baskets is pretty similar to what this is in terms of where you pop your score lines in, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So I'm going to grab my score tool. I'm going to go with the thicker one again, and I'm going to score this at 9. Debbie, you are not on the inches. This is because I'm always working in inches. I'm switching to the centimetre side. We're going to use this and score at 9.5 centimetres. So nice and easy into that, again, into that track, into that groove. And then we're going to score this at 19 centimetres. So it's 9.5 and 19. And then I'm going to repeat that by turning it 90 degrees.
Yep.
And we're going to do it again at 9.5. And I'm doing it this side so you can see it a little bit more clearly rather than with the heavy pattern of the glitter on the other side. And again at 19. So it's the same measurements. So it creates these like 9 sides, literally 9 pieces. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to turn it, and this is why I always have. Now, I know Sarah doesn't mind, but it makes it easy for me when I put a dark line down the centre.
Yeah.
So I've done it with this board. It's on the 15 centimetre side on this one. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and I'm going to take the score line on the diamond shape, shall we call it? But I'm going to go top corner to the first score line. And then I'm going to do it the same at this end. So if I just bring this up a second, I'm going to come up. So I'm going to make sure it's still lined up on there because you want these to be accurate. But I'm going to just go it upwards. Now, if you don't feel comfortable, don't get your knickers in a twist. Turn it round and just do it from the other side. Exactly the same way that I did at the top part. You're going to turn it again fully. So you've got these corner pieces. I'm going to line it up again just at the very top and bring that down just for a second. Make sure it stays on that black line from the top point to the very bottom point so that you can't go wrong. Bring that down into that centre piece. And again, I'm just going to shuffle that up because I feel quite confident in doing it. But if you don't, just turn it. Because what you've got now is this that creates the exploding part. I mean, this honestly shows you the quality of this cardstock because it is not moving an inch at all.
Whilst you're finishing, I've got the result for demo of the show.
All right, go on then, yeah.
Winner.
Winner, chicken dinner.
1.
I told you.
If I come and get
Did I not say you can take it? Yes.
And then we can do
They've been loving these today, and I'm really pleased because they're just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Now, going back to the... Oh, do you want to do the demo of the day
quickly,
then?
and then I can leave you be.
I'm just going to fold these in just while you do this.
Demo of the day. All with our fantastic brand new half creator card dies. Remember, the Showstopper's gone, but you can still get the collection on its own. So number 1, 2... Ooh, I like 2, but I do like 3. I like them all. 1, 2, 3. You've got 3 minutes to get your voting on that, and very shortly I'll also announce who has been picked in this show to go into the draw on Sunday. But sorry, Debbie, back to you.
You're very welcome. So you've seen us make these baskets quite a lot of time at times where, you know, you pinch it in and then put your holes through and then tie it. That's basically what that is, but just in a different format and a different size. So it brings in and creates this piece. So it literally is the formation of the exploding box, with the exception that they just fold into each other when you are folding it up. Now the next one is the next size down, which is the 27 centimetres part. So again, I'm just going to turn it this way to show you what we're going to do next, because we're going to put some similar score lines into place, but this time we are measuring at 9 and 18. So we're going to come in at 9 centimetres.
Yep.
And at 18. So again, I'm going to come down and do the same. And then again, turn that 90 degrees and repeat them patterns 9 and 18. You have to be careful not to jump out of it because I've just seen that I jumped out of that then. Let me go back in. There we go. And again, it's pretty similar, but the difference here is we're going to take away some of the edges. So I'm going to show you in a second what I mean by that.
Yeah.
So again, now what you've got is exactly the same. The only thing that we're not going to do is we're not going to put the score lines in, because what we're going to do is we're going to cut away. So I'm just going to bring in a pencil to show you what I mean. So you're going to cut away. And I'm just doing this roughly. You would take your time, but we're going to cut away these corners. So I'm going to bring in my guillotine just for a second. Let me just bring this in and snip those off. If you've got a steady hand, use your scissors. I'm just going to go straight in and use that. So you can see my pencil line is rather messy, but it was just to visibly show you how you would do it. I'm actually just making sure it's cut now perfectly where I want it to cut. And I'll show you in a second, because obviously when you're at home, you won't have these pencil lines in. Just make sure I've got that lined up. And then, and save those bits, don't be throwing it. You can see now what you've created. Get rid of those pencil marks. But what we're going to do is we're just going to cut down now on that score line. And this creates your pockets, your little pockets.
Oh, yeah.
So if I just come down again, and using those score lines as a little guide, what you then do is you fold those over and it creates the little pockets.
I see.
What you would do though is pop in a little square piece of contrasting paper, but stick those down, and that is the next piece. And the same with this as well, Ben. You'll pop on there all of your coloured cardstock. These measure at about, and if I remember rightly, you're going to measure 3.5 inch square, oh, actually, we'll talk inches, 3.5 inch squares, and then the corner pieces. And if I just show you what I mean by that, the inside. Can you see how I've decorated the insides? That's all I've done. And that's what you do the same with this one, and again on that inside pocket. The inside box you can either leave, you don't have to put a box in there. The measurements of this though is because I've given it that little, do you know that shaped box where you've got a smaller lid to a bigger base?
Oh, yeah.
The bigger base is 7 inches Yeah, I've done it inches, this one. 7 inches by 7 inches, and then score it at 2 all the way around. And this is 5 by 5, scored at 1 all the way around, so that it fits perfectly on the top of each other. And then your lid from your 18 centimetre piece is just literally scored all the way around. And if I remember rightly, it's an inch. Let me just make sure I've got my little, because I look at stay to me. Can you see me pattern? I'm just going to score that round at 4 centimetres all the way around, because remember this is 18 centimetres by 18 centimetres. So you're going to take your scoreboard back into that, don't change from this one, back at the 4 all the way around, and that will fit perfectly on when you fold that and stick it together. Again, it's the same way that you would create a box lid, just by going in like so. Do your normal cuts that you would do with a box. So I'm going to really speed that up. I would obviously take more time, but just to show you what I mean, that you would do with a normal box and then stick that down. And again, you can add some strength to it if you want to add some strength to it. Pop some layers inside, which is what I've done with this, Ben. Popping it together, that's all I've done, is I've added a layer on the inside. And then when you pop it all together, especially with your inside box, like I said, it doesn't have to be a big box, it can be a smaller box. You can make that fit. These measuring around, if I remember rightly, the middle part. Let me just get my bearings right. Yeah, it's about, in inch form, it's about 3.5 inch when you come to that. But again, it's all about the popping it together to create the inner exploding and then the outer exploding. And like I said, this can be a box for Christmas, it can be a box for every day, it can be a little photo album if you want it to be a photo album. Pop that on, and then of course I finished it off because this is going to be a Christmas theme box. I've just wrapped and used that this is that gorgeous. Can you see how stunning that bow is? Yeah. Absolutely beautiful. Just wrap that around to gift box it. But it can be a Christmas box or it can be an everyday one. And you can pop your photos in. I'm going to have some Christmas ones with this one. So I'm going to add some Christmas photos and a couple of little gift cards in for the recipient of that box. But it's absolutely beautiful. And I'll promise you, I will pop those measurements on my Facebook. I'll do a step-by-step stage for you to create this lovely little box, because it's a really nice little exploding box there.
So do you know what? I feel if we had done that earlier in the show, that probably would have been a demo of the show, but never mind. Teresa,
it's fine.
Teresa, Debbie will pop up the measurements for you, absolutely. And pop it in the exploding box, says Skimmy. Genius. The demo of the day.
Well, we know it's going to be a creator card. And you know what? A box wins. I'm happy.
It. We're happy with that. And talking of boxes, who is going to go into our box to go into the draw on Sunday to stand a chance of winning £250 or $250 to spend with us? Well, I can tell you that person's name, drawn at random, is Liz R.
Aww.
Oh, that got a big cheer from the gallery.
Is that somebody from YouTube?
Liz R. Liz R. Yurt from YouTube. Liz R. You're in the box. Congratulations. That draw is coming on Sunday. Thank you, everyone, for a fantastic day. Debbie, thank you so much. What a laugh we've had today.
I've really enjoyed it. It's been lovely and a pleasure, as always, Mr. Moseby. But you know what I'm really excited about?
What?
I'm going to be studying your place tomorrow with our gorgeous Craig, our hottie Scotty on this side. Yeah. And we've got loads lined up. Can I give him a sneak peek?
Well, we've only got 15 seconds left, but...
Forget it. Join us tomorrow and find out then.
Looking forward to that. Debbie, try and be better than me, for goodness sake, over this side. Thank you to all of the team today. I'll see you on Monday. Keep shopping with us. It's been a lovely day. Thanks, everybody. Bye for now.